Yes. Yes. There you go. It's so. It's. I'm messing with the. I know. It's so much latency. It's of course it's the as usual. We did the Patreon stream the other day, and I had the wrong settings because we were using other microphones on the stream with the Patreon stream. So yeah, it's so easy to miss what you are changing because it doesn't say that you are using this. It just says mic, and then you have to go into the settings of the mic and actually choose which one you're gonna use. And of course, we were using the other ones the other day, so I completely forgot to change it. The same thing I do every time with the changing which service I'm streaming to. So every time when I'm gonna, go live, it's like, oh no, it's not sending to YouTube, it's sending to some other place. But that is not live, so it doesn't work. Mot alla odds med Gunde. So, how is everybody? Has it been a great weekend? Have you had anything funny happening? For me, also, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. It's my first complete Sunday at home for a long time, so it's usually I'm arriving in midday or something from touring, but today I have been the whole day at home, and I'm watching this TV series, TV show called The Expanse. Geezer. Yes, I'm watching this TV series called Expanse, and it's kind of good. It's a sci-fi series, and I'm on season 3. And somehow it gets. I think the first season was the best one, but now it's just this thing that you need to keep watching because you just need to know what happens. Has anybody out there seen The Expanse on Prime, Amazon Prime? And Mirta, did you run 50 kilometers? Isn't that a marathon? The marathon is 4.242 something, right? No. To the left, I have my computer. I have the camera there, and to the left, I have the computer. I didn't find a good way to set this up here, you know. An ultramarathon. You are crazy. Yeah, but 4,211, 42,000, that is 42 kilometers. So I was about right, you know. I have 3 cats, and Geezer wants to go out. I can go and pick her up and see uh, if she wants to stay on the stream, but I don't think so. I will go ask her. Wait. You're med på stream? Eller orkar du inte? No, she doesn't want to be on a stream. She didn't really like it. That's crazy, running 50 kilometers. Like, is it actually on asphalt as well? Because that's very annoying. Geezer, kom här. Ja. Oh yeah, Geezer is here. And somebody doesn't like my wallpaper. My wallpaper is awesome, actually. This wallpaper is pretty damn cool. It's one of the oldest designs on a wallpaper there is in Sweden. They found this design in an old house, and then Borås Tapeter, I think it is, made a new version of it, a reprint. So it's very, very nice wallpaper. Yeah, she's speaking. She always speaks, Geezer. She says hello, and every time you open the door, it's always talking and things like this. So she's a funny cat. Yes, I need a Cat 6 cable for Geezer. Jim, you're right. If I would run 50 kilometers, that would be because I'm late to Systembolaget. And from me, no, actually that would be 50 kilometers is back and forth to the Systembolaget. Not even that. No. Holy shit. That's a long way to run. It's like running from Karlstad to Karlskoga or something. Insane. Geezer, ska du vara med eller? I think I need to go and let her out because she really wants to go out. Sorry. Ska du gå ut? Här. But it is the light. It's the light that makes it looks like it's different colors. So it's not the wallpaper that is this bright somewhere and dark somewhere. It's just the lightning. Tommy has a cat too, yes. So, you did it in 4 hours and 18 minutes. That's fucking insane, actually, because that's more than 10 kilometers an hour for 50 kilometers. Did you win, or was it a competition, and did you win, or... Because that sounds like a pretty damn good time. The wallpaper is two colors. The wallpaper is black and beige, maybe? Black and beige. No, my background is a little bit blurred. Wait a second. There you go. Right. Oh. It looks like this. And Beatrice, I don't understand how you can be walking 50 kilometers on Sundays either. That should take a long time. I like the wallpaper. That's why it is there, you know. It's a traditional Swedish wallpaper, yes. Yeah, it looked like a bit of mud, maybe. I'm gonna put the computer here so I can read better. And then I'm gonna put this here. Well, I saw some question about the powertrain release, and um, it's been very, very insane. We spoke about it a little bit the other day at the Majestic Alliance Patreon, and yeah, we got, you know, some crazy chart position in Sweden for a few days. We were the first, and then we also did pretty well in Amazon in US. I think we sold out all the copies they bought, and we managed to be on place 9, I think, at Amazon metal charts and things like this, or for physicals. So that's very, very good in the States. So I think, I guess I need to read a bit more reviews and maybe watch some cool reactions, but otherwise I haven't heard anything bad about it. And all the orders that were made from the beginning is sent, so that's good. Now I am doing the orders as they come in, which is very nice. So I'm not super stressed about that. But the annoying thing is, of course, that there is a lot of packages that has not arrived yet, and people want to know where they are or what is happening with them, and then you need to, you know, there is, as I said, some broken items, and so it's like a support job at the moment. And yes, you guys are right. I changed my mug. I actually didn't realize it. How stupid. I didn't think about that. I was drinking not in the Berserker mug. Aye aye. Aye aye aye. Yeah, there is a little wisdom stuff. Well, go back to the powertrain thing, and no, I don't know any numbers yet. I will. I guess I think the numbers is gonna take a while before I know. So we will see when that happens. I know that for Spotify numbers, it's doing pretty well. I see. I have seen. Let's see here. I think the Spotify numbers have been very, very well. I'm gonna check. I'm just checking here. Yeah, we are going. We are still going up and up on the Spotify numbers. So that's very, very good. Usually before we were around, I don't know, between 12 and 15,000 listeners a day on Spotify, and right now we are around 20 and 25,000. So that's a lot better. So I think, yeah, it's very, very good. I can see that the album has almost 1.4 millions already streams on only Spotify. So that's not too bad. It's actually very, very good. Very, very good. now I'm gonna check here. Yeah, those Death Wish mugs are kind of expensive, and as I said, mine is number 2 or something like this. So I was one of the first ones to have one. That's really awesome, I think. Let's see here. Håkan here is asking how often we play together as Majestica outside of the stage when we're not on stage. Not very often, actually. We play, I don't know, maybe when we are gonna do shows, basically. We might rehearse a few times before a tour or shows or whatever is coming up. In the fall, in November, December, we were doing a lot of rehearsals because we played so many different songs on the 70K cruise and the Christmas show and the tour, so we had to rehearse a bit more than usual. Otherwise, we don't play that much. Most of the time when we hang out, we work on, new songs, taking photos, making these videos, doing all the work around the band more than playing. So usually it's more about that when we see each other than actually playing, which is kind of odd when you're a musician. But otherwise, I think a few times every half year, every 6 months. Great to hear that everybody likes the album so much. And I don't know if you can buy the CD or LP in a regular shop in Sweden. I know you can at the record stores, but I don't know. Åhléns probably just have the most regular albums. So good to read about all the good reviews. Now I'm gonna check one thing here. Yeah, it's good to hear that everybody likes it. Anyway, you know what? So this weekend we were in Karlstad with the Eddie Meduza show, and Karlstad Karlstad is like the capital of the Hotlands. I guess there is no capital actually of counties in Sweden, but it is like the capital of Hotlands. Anyway, I'm gonna show you a little clip from there, and the thing is that I was a bit stressed when filming, so the quality is not the best, sadly, because it was about to be a show. The show was about to start, so it just became a bit bad, and I had to grab my phone to do it. But anyway, here it is. Tonight we are in Karlstad, in the Hotlands, the capital of the Hotlands, and it's the biggest show of this Eddie Meduza tour, and I think it's gonna be a crazy night because this music, the people in the Hotlands really like Eddie Meduza, so I think it's gonna be a hell of a night and a hell of a party. So I'm a bit excited. The venue is a bit tricky for audio though, so it's a lot of work at the desk to make it sound as good as possible, I would say. But here you can see how it looks. And it's almost completely sold out, so it's gonna be packed. Now it's about time to head to the mixing desk and be ready for the show. Uh, yeah, Residensstad, but Residensstad doesn't have a English name, I guess. What is the English name for Residensstad? Somebody knows? So yeah, I know the lyrics is kind of funny. The lyrics, you know, Eddie Meduza, for people that's not Swedish, Eddie Meduza is singing about a lot of things. Uh, some more, let's say, dirty things and dirty lyrics. So it's kind of fun to see when everybody's singing along to those dirty lyrics. But so yesterday was the biggest show on the tour, and it was 1,620 seats, and we had sold around almost sold out. It was very close to sold out. And yeah, as I said in the video, you know, in Hotlands here, we listen a lot to Eddie Meduza, or people have done that for ages. So it's a little bit like his I don't know. It's not his home area, but it's an area where he is very, very big, and there is a lot of stories about him here. There is a very interesting story from Hagfors, where I'm from. When he was gonna play here, he was playing. The band was playing at the stage. He was usually very, very drunk, and so the band Eddie Meduza played, and then out of nowhere, this drunk guy appeared on stage and started singing, which the promoter of the show didn't like. So he went to the manager and said, "Why are you not taking that drunk away from stage?" And he is just saying, "Well, that's the guy you are paying for. That's Eddie Meduza." So the first part, because he was usually late at shows, so many times the bass player did sing the lyrics like half the show, and then he showed up and just did a few songs. Yeah, he's very big in this area. So it was very, very fun to do this show yesterday. And the funny thing is that I figured that we have one song as an intro, or it's not an official intro. It's just one song that I found when I was doing the first show, and I thought we need to have a song that's playing a little bit before. Or actually, it was like this, that on the first show, people were drinking so much that we couldn't get them into the venue. So we were like, how are we gonna get them to understand that the show is about to start? Because they were not listening on the messages, so as it's a seating area. So we had to figure something out. So I took something and pushed the volume so people would understand that now the show starts. And that is the song Livet är en fest with Nationalteatern. And everybody is singing along right away from there, which is kind of crazy that people are singing along so much to the intro. So I thought, okay, now we are in the Hotlands. Now I know which song we should start the second part of the show with. Just because I know this song goes very, very well in Karlstad. So I thought, okay, let's try and see what happens. So I did that yesterday. And it became crazy. It was like being, you know, Karlstad has probably Sweden's best, or it is Sweden's best hockey team. Now you know it, everybody, that Färjestad is the best hockey team in Sweden, so we don't need to discuss that anymore. But so it's from there, and it was like I was actually standing in their, you know, fan area, in the Hejaklack, in the supporter group. And they were running the show. So the intro for the second part of the show became just nuts. So I actually did a little video of it, so I'm gonna show it as well. And then there is like a little clip from the show where it was even, you know, as crazy again. Yeah. So it was kind of crazy. You know, I just starting this song as a fun thing before the second set of the show was gonna start, and the people just took over, and everybody was like, what the fuck is happening?" And they just sang the whole show. The whole song was like that. Everybody started standing and just singing along and clapping, and nobody even played. I could barely hear the music in the PA because I didn't play it super loud because I want the band to be louder, of course, when they enter the stage. But yeah, insane, insane, absolutely insane. And that song is not Ed Medusa, the one they were singing to. It was another band called, or a group called Sven Ingvars. Uh, and Åsa, yes, a lot of people in Sweden that it's a movement. You could almost say it's a movement. This American car thing, collectors in Sweden, and Eddie Medusa is very popular there as well. And Håkan, yes, I saw the tickets in Skövde were sold out already. And Rickard is here. Yeah, every show has been kind of crazy with this Eddie Medusa thing as we are doing seated arenas or seated venues. But yeah, Costa yesterday was just another level, and oh my god. No, and I didn't play Carl Pedal. It was Torpa Rock with Sven Ingvars. Uh, oh, I'm gonna say here. Yeah, you know, my dialect is very weird, so it's hard to understand what I'm saying in Swedish. Um, Susie, about the mug, um, I don't know actually. It's because I don't remember which tier you are at Patreon either. Send a message. Uh, yeah, send a message somewhere. I need to look it up. I'm gonna try to remember it. I'm gonna try to remember it. Um, A wisdom mug. Rosita, are you an artist booker at the company with the Medusa's manager? What's the name? Because the Medusa's manager is in a video on the show. Oh yeah. Wisdom mugs. Maybe I could get some wisdom mugs somehow. I'm gonna look into that. That could be fun to have. What do you think, Rickard? Should we have wisdom mugs? The audiotech jobs I am doing. The audiotech jobs I am just doing whatever the production company that I'm working for is doing, basically. So I don't choose. I do choose a little bit if I want to do them, but we do a few tours, different tours at the same time. So I can choose between them sometimes. That I can do, but I cannot choose whatever job. Or well, I guess I could call some other company if I wanted to do some other jobs. But now we have a good relationship, of working and how we work, and we are a good team, and it's fun people and all this stuff. So I rather keep working with the people that I know well, and just because it's so easy, and these shows are fun most of the time. But now I feel pretty lucky to do this Ed Medusa tour because I know almost all the lyrics in the whole show. I think I almost know the lyrics better than the artists themselves. You cannot buy the mugs outside of Patreon. The mugs are a thing by Patreon, so I don't know. I don't handle the mugs. That's why we can do different designs and things like this, because I don't have anything to do with the Patreon mugs. It's just something that we create, and they send them out and things like this. So I don't have anything to do with the mugs. And right now there is, I guess you can get, Margit, I guess you can get signed Majestica shirts at shows. We don't really sell signed shirts. And Manon, I think so too. It's a bit sad that the Tommy merch is in another store. It just became this way. I don't really know why. At first, the first shirt was in my store, and then, yeah, it became something else. I don't have anything to do with that. And see me 122, 122nd, 122. Yes, 122. What basses do you play? Is asking what basses I'm playing, what amps and speaker combos do I have? Well, these days I play Schecter basses, and I play their Model T bass. I usually have a Model T, and then I have the regular Model T, and then I have the Model T Exotic bass from Schecter, which is the ones I usually use. For amps, live, I'm almost only at this day using speaker amps. With Majestica, we're even using plugins, so we don't even have speaker simulators with us. We just have a computer and run different sounds with different plugins that we change during the show automatically, because it's an automated changes. And there I use Neural DSP Parallax, and I also use a little bit of Dark Glass when I actually use a pedal speaker simulator. Um, and then I use for amps with Wisdom, I use a brand called GR Bass, which is a super cool lightweight bass amp, which is like, I don't know how many watts it is anymore. It's like 1500 watts or 2000 watts or something like this on 2 channels. It's just insane. You can play insanely loud with it. And I have their carbon fiber cabinets, so they nothing weighs anything. The whole rig is a 4x10. It's a 115, and then it is the amp, and it's less than 35 kilos. Edward, yes, I'm gonna start sell the mugs, uh, these mugs online instead of the. I'm gonna say to people that buy this ones instead of IKEA. And yeah, and Rosita, that's very very cool. Uffe is the name, yes. Uh, and he is in the video, I think. Uh, Very cool, very cool. Which company is that? Which company are you working for? If you don't need to write it, you can say that you don't want to write it in the chat. It's fine, but it's just fun to know. Yeah, I don't know this about his store. Actually, I don't think Tommy has a lot to do with his store. He doesn't send those shirts by himself. I don't know. You know, it was supposed to be the Bangor store, and it was supposed to be more shirts, but then it never. They went to some other place with the people around him. I think wanted to do some other collaboration, and then they started that first store, and then I think that store went down, and they started a new store. So I don't know. They are shipping glasses, and I don't want to ship glasses, so drinking glasses, because that's a lot of work. And I don't. Maybe to do a photo wall calendar could be something now when we play more live, because it would be fun to have some live photos as well. So maybe we could do something like that. I have been thinking about it, but we will see. We will see. And Jesse, hello there. Um, the German tour shirts, yes, they are gonna come up there. As I said, I think it was on the last stream or something, that it was so many orders, and it came in so many orders at the same time, that I almost had to close the shop for a little bit, because I wouldn't manage to do it. So I thought I will wait with putting that shirt up until I actually am able to send it out. And then now I of course need to do some restocking. Have a good evening, Berkan Tursha. Can't even say it. House. And Pia, my favorite singer. I'm gonna say that my favorite singer is Ronnie James Dio, of course. But I really like Glenn Hughes as well. And I also like... what's his name? I really like the voice of Robert Lowe on the Candlemass record King of the Grey Islands. And then I like... yeah, I don't know. But my favorite singer will be Ronnie James Dio. That's for sure. Edward, you're right. You know, I've only... It's so funny with the OnlyFans thing. I have said this to the other guys that I so much want to start an OnlyFans, not to do what you guys gonna think I'm gonna do there when I'm saying this, but it would just be fun to have an OnlyFans, just to do something else, and kind of be an annoying person that uses OnlyFans for something else than most people think it's for, and do funny things with it, just to kind of have a you know, weird discussion about it, people talking about it. PV stuff, see me, is very, very nice. And the PV Jazz, is that the same? Is that what is his name? The Megadeth bass player, the old one, Dave Ellefson. Isn't he using PV basses? And I like to have a 15-inch speaker, and also I want to have a 2 by 12, 4 by 12, or where did the picture go? All right. Ah, fuck. Wait a second. Yeah, sorry. It's the fucking... I need to find the other camera, wait. Hello. My camera died. The cable wasn't in again. Exactly. Yes, you have to pay to unblur the video. Gremlins. You know, I hate that gremlin thing. I don't understand why somebody's figured out that we would call it gremlins. It's so annoying. And Jesse, I saw you asked about calculating the merch for a tour. There is a few different ways of calculating, and of course you can't know for sure. But what I can do is that I can either you do like think of a percentage of how many people is gonna buy merch, maybe based on the shows you have done before and things like this, and then you look at how many tickets you have sold, because usually you can do you can do um, like you can let's say you book a time for the printing kind of close to the tour, but you don't say the amount you're gonna print very far from when the printing is actually starting. That way you can see how many tickets you have sold, and then maybe calculate it up that you might sell some tickets in the door if it's not sold out, and then you can go by this percentage rule on how many is gonna buy. But the problem is like on the last tour now, that as we with Majestic haven't been touring that much before, we don't really know what sizes is that's gonna use. So it's you need to learn a little bit after a while to see which sizes that is gonna be used. And yes, Edward, I am using another camera because, yeah, I don't know. It is a bit of math, yes, to figure it out. Actually, it's about to time to end the stream. That's why I'm not putting the other camera back, because I have the cable right here. I don't know why, but I think I need to change this cable or something, because on the other stream the other day it was the same thing. The cable did fall out of the camera. I don't know why it's falling out. It's like it doesn't work. It doesn't get stuck in there. Exactly, Osa. A lot of people, a lot of countries has different ways of buying their tickets to a show. But after the pandemic, a lot of promoters are saying that, and what they are saying and how it looks, I think it looks kind of similar everywhere. And I think somehow it became, after the pandemic, more people buying. Unfortunately, we could say, people are buying more tickets at the door than before, which is not that good, because then you don't really know the actual budget, and it's harder to calculate how much merch you will have. And if you're not selling out every venue, you cannot calculate that you're gonna sell, for a full venue, because you don't want to come home with tour shirts that nobody is gonna buy, and you have 1,000 tour shirts at home that nobody's gonna buy. But anyway, now I need to get back to watching The Expanse, I think. Or no, I'm gonna check the mail and do some pre-week work, I guess, before I get back to the sofa. And it's been very nice tonight, and I'm gonna next week. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a live stream or if it's actually gonna be, you know, a actual Tourbook video coming next week. It depends on how much time I have to edit it, because I would like to put it up all the clips that I've made that you haven't seen yet. So anyway, I want to say thank you everybody for watching tonight, and have a great week. And yeah. Thank you, and good night. PJ, yes, you missed everything because now it's over.